I usually print out my poems at the library, and I was supposed to be at the library at Monday at 5 to print them out. And so, and I overslept, and so thank God I overslept. So, this is called Sleeping Through My Appointment in Samarra. Sloth may be a deadly sin, may be an evolutionary affront to the Western work ethic, may be a passive-aggressive weapon best employed by Bartleby, may be my most unlikely source of renewal. A sedentary and lackluster declaration of indifference and sleep addiction that rejuvenates my dictionary soul and propels me into the vitality of a deep literary night. And sloth saved my life this week. I was having one of those misfit Mondays, refusing drowsiness when the early morning offered it, demanding slumber as the afternoon quarreled with my circadian rhythm. Eventually, the clock entered the negotiations. I needed to print my contrarian stanzas for a Wednesday reading. I set the alarm for 3:30, giving me time to shower and out the door at 4 to deposit Saturday tips in the bank, then on to the library for poetry assemblage at 5. Still awake at noon, I scoffed at this rude and industrious schedule and slept fitfully until 5:30. I woke to a text from a friend 8 hours away who knows not my schedule, asking if I had been harmed in today's massacre. What? I learned abruptly and incredulously that at 5:12, a shooter had murdered 2 people at the Chico Library I visit weekly. My innocent sanctuary had become another hot zone for an armed man. Because it is always a man, because fame loves a killer, and laws unwritten mourn the victims. And I should have been there because these words are more important than me, because I am a slave to my routine, because I am running out of cat lives. Carjacked in 2000 by men with an empty pistol. T-boned by a drunk driver in Las Vegas in 1997. The suicide that was not in 2009. The family history of cardiac distress that has disowned me well into my 60s. Given a choice, I would accept dying in bed, preferably with a redhead or a calico, and room service plates cluttering the sheets. But the inevitable violence of this combative life tells me that death is growing impatient and will not tolerate my compulsive napping. With his bony fingers, he will demand I accept his invitation, will yank me off my pillow, and will hurl me into the middle of Shooting Gallery America. Then feed me to the trigger-happy lads whose sole happiness is a warm gun.